We've talked about Pinterest before, written a few articles on LockerGnome.com, and a new article has been written specifically in relation to Pinterest and brands. Pinterest, if you don't want to look any further, is a website or a service. There's also a mobile application that allows you to share and reshare images. Now, the legality of this is still in question, but it seems that a lot of people love Pinterest. If you're asking me, I'm not a fan, if only because I find it rather a pain to get around on the website and in the mobile experience. They may update that over time. You know, it's in perpetual beta, but some people love it. And there are brands that are starting to use Pinterest to further the things that they're doing. And it makes sense because some of the items that get shared the most on my Facebook profile, on Twitter, on Google+, seem to have some kind of image associated with them. One of the reasons why I share the articles in conjunction with the videos, and when we do these videos in conjunction with the articles, is to give viewers or readers a chance to experience this discussion kind of in 2 dimensions. I guess you could say 3 dimensions if you're counting them as part of the process. Them, the written article, as well as the discussion points around the article, or at least the topic at hand. Brands are, to me, wise to adopt these emerging platforms. You never really know where they're going to go. Spend a little bit of time on platform X, and it may explode at some point, and it may go nowhere. At least you can try. And Pinterest, I gotta tell you, is extremely popular with women who love making things, whether it's food, crafts, or whatnot. And so the brands that would be wise to adopt Pinterest, because this is where all this demographic happens to be today and be paying it attention to, they'd be wise to adopt it because that's where they are. They can get more attention to them if they post images related to their brand and get people to repin things and reshare things. I'm not really pinning a lot. Largely because I'm sharing images elsewhere. At some point, maybe I'll pin. I guess I can't stop you from pinning one of the images that I've created. But see, that's where, to me, there's a bit of fuzziness in Pinterest. They're essentially encouraging stealing. Like if I post an image, and if I've licensed that image, you have to adhere to that license. And if you reshare that, it can happen. Imagine a photographer, for argument's sake. Let's take me out of the equation. A photographer who may sell his or her image for thousands of dollars suddenly finds that image being shared for free. They're out money. That's stealing. I mean, there's no 2 ways around it. That's what it is. And Pinterest is essentially encouraging this. So for brands to adopt it, they're at least addressing the idea of sharing images, specifically in this way, as a good thing. But I'm pretty sure Pinterest is going to be facing some legal battles at some point, and it may happen sooner rather than later because it is gaining popularity. So, if you know of brands who are using Pinterest or brands that you'd like to see using, let me ask this, and this is likely going to change, a year from now. How many in my audience watching this video, if you're at any point in time, if you're watching this video, are you using Pinterest? And if you are, what images are you pinning or sharing? Because that's pretty much all you can do is just sharing images and linking off to different websites that the images happen to sit on. Let me know. I'd be curious to know. I want to know my audience. Do I need to be doing more on Pinterest? I just finally figured out Instagram. Took me a while. And I've got like 5,000 or so people following me there. Why do I need to post to Pinterest again? So consider it. I'm kicking it around, but really, if my community isn't there, I don't know if I really want to be there. As a brand, if your community is there, you'd be wise to follow.